day everyone. Today I'll be taking you through some of the best four-wheel drive accessible beaches located within about 4 hours north of Sydney. This stretch of coastline is packed with incredible spots, from wide shorelines perfect for cruising to towering sand dunes and more remote, untouched beaches that feel a world away from the city. Whether you're an experienced off-roader or just getting started with beach driving, these locations offer a great mix of adventure and scenery. Along the way, I'll share access points, driving tips, and a few things to keep in mind to help you stay safe and make the most of your trip. So if you're looking to plan your next coastal four-wheel drive getaway, this guide should give you a solid start. The first beach is in the Belmont Wetlands State Park, within 2 hours of Sydney. All these beaches require four-wheel drive, as you may need to shift your transmission and gears between high and low range depending on the conditions. Tire pressures also need to be reduced to avoid getting bogged. 15 psi is a good pressure to start with, and you may have to lower further as needed. The next beach on the list is Stockton Beach, located just over 2 hours north of Sydney. Nestled within Myall National Park, this spot is famous for its rolling sand dunes, the largest coastal sand dunes in the southern hemisphere, which create a unique, almost desert-like landscape right by the ocean. Driving on the dunes is only permitted in designated areas, and it's important to stay off vegetation to help protect the fragile ecosystem and respect the cultural significance of the land to the Worimi people. The beach itself stretches for more than 20 kilometers, offering plenty of space for four-wheel drive adventures, fishing, and exploring. For the best experience, it's recommended to drive at low tide, when the sand is firmer and conditions are safer. There are two main entry points, one via Lavis Lane in the south, and another near Anna Bay in the north. In this video, we enter through Lavis Lane, as it's generally considered the easiest and most straightforward access point, especially if you're keen to get onto the dunes quickly. From there, you can easily reach some of the most iconic sections of the dunes and take in the incredible scenery. If you're planning to drive along the shoreline, it's best to time your trip within 2 hours either side of low tide. During this window, the sand is firmer and more compact, making for safer and easier driving conditions. Aim to stay in the area between the high and low tide marks, where the surface is usually the most stable. Driving too close to the water can be risky due to incoming waves, while venturing too far up the beach often means softer sand, increasing the chances of getting bogged. By sticking to that middle zone and planning around the tides, you'll have a much smoother and more enjoyable drive along the beach. Samurai Beach, a quieter and more secluded stretch of coastline. It's worth noting that this is an officially designated nudist beach, so visitors should be aware of and respectful toward that aspect before heading down. Compared to Stockton Beach, Samurai Beach has a smaller, more intimate shoreline, which adds to its laid-back and less crowded atmosphere. The surrounding headlands offer elevated views over the ocean and make a great spot to set up for a picnic, especially if you're looking to relax away from the sand. They're also popular with anglers, as the rocky edges provide good opportunities for rock fishing. Just be sure to take appropriate safety precautions, as conditions can change quickly along the coast. You'll reach Myall Beach, located near Hawke's Nest, roughly a 3-hour drive from Sydney. This long, remote stretch of coastline sits within the Myall Lakes National Park, offering a much more untouched and peaceful experience compared to the busier beaches closer to the city. Access is via the Lemon Tree 4-wheel drive trail just off Mungo Brush Road, and a capable 4-wheel drive is essential for navigating the sandy tracks. Once you're on the beach, you can drive along the shoreline for quite some distance, taking in the wide, cooler coastline, rolling dunes, and often very few crowds. The beach drive extends all the way up to Dark Point Aboriginal Place, also known as Little Gibber. This area holds deep cultural significance for the local Aboriginal people, with a long history of traditional use and connection to the land. Visitors are encouraged to treat the site with respect, stay on designated tracks, and avoid disturbing the surrounding environment. It's not only an important cultural location, but also a striking natural feature, with rocky outcrops and sweeping coastal views that make the journey well worth it. Sandbar Beach, located just north of Seal Rocks. It's roughly a 3-hour and 20-minute drive from Sydney and is accessed through the Sandbar and Bushland Holiday Park, which serves as the main entry point to this more secluded stretch of coastline. Compared to the other beaches on this list, the sand at Sandbar Beach is noticeably softer, which can make driving more challenging, especially for less experienced drivers. Because of this, it's important to lower your tire pressures further than usual to improve traction and reduce the risk of getting bogged. Maintaining steady momentum and choosing your lines carefully will also make a big difference here. One of the unique features of Sandbar Beach is its geography. It's bounded by the ocean on one side and Wamwara Creek on the other, creating a narrow but scenic stretch of drivable terrain. This combination of coastal and estuary environments makes it a great spot not just for four-wheel driving, but also for fishing, relaxing, and taking in the quieter, more untouched feel of the area. Drive accessible beaches north of Sydney, each offering its own unique mix of scenery, terrain, and adventure. From long drives to towering sand dunes and quieter, more remote stretches, there's something here for every kind of off-road enthusiast. As always, it's very important to drive to the conditions on the day. Beaches can change quickly depending on tides, weather, and sand quality, so taking the time to assess your surroundings can make all the difference. Make sure your tire pressures are set appropriately, keep an eye on the tide, and always carry essential recovery gear, because even experienced drivers can get caught out. Most importantly, respect the environment and any cultural or protected areas. Stick to designated tracks and leave them as you found it so others can enjoy it too. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you plan your next off-road adventure.